Nikki Pfeiffer was just 29 years old when she was first diagnosed with breast cancer. Not surprisingly, the La Crosse mom was shocked when she got the diagnosis. News 8's Martha Kolaski is here now with more.
Hi, Mike. Well, it all started 3 years ago, and now Nikki knows she did put up the fight of her life. And what she gained was a whole new appreciation for who she is and what she can do.
3 years ago, the Pfeiffers were your typical La Crosse family, working hard to buy their own home for their two boys, Jonathan and Rylan. Little did they know that a small medical issue Nikki had kept an eye on for years was about to turn their world upside down.
It was the last thing I was expecting. I did not expect to have that answer, so I was definitely in shock.
She's so young. I'm looking at this 29-year-old, and she's got little kids, and it just struck me how young she was, and I wondered how she would handle the news and how she would go through the treatment.
Once Nikki found out she had breast cancer, she still had to break the news to her husband, Matt.
I remember I just lost my breath, I couldn't believe it.
Nikki found herself in denial too. This little lump had been under her arm for years and never seemed to raise any red flags at a free clinic where she'd gone for health care.
They felt it every year, and it was small, and they said that, you know, because I didn't have it in my family and because I was so young and they didn't think it was cancer, it didn't feel like cancer, that I should just watch it, and if it gets bigger, then come and get it checked out again.
Well, I think the thing that women should always do is listen to their bodies and listen to that little voice inside their heads. And if they think that there's something going on that needs to be checked out, just be insistent about having it checked out.
Nikki was now faced with some very difficult decisions. Not only was she going to need chemotherapy, but she decided it was best for her to have both breasts removed.
And because I wanted to do everything that I possibly could to make sure that I'm getting rid of this, it was pretty easy for me to make that decision.
And even though a double mastectomy can be so life-changing, Nikki said the chemotherapy was even tougher to get through.
And the chemo was the hardest because it lasted for 4 months. I would be in bed for a week at a time, every other week. And of course I lost my hair, which was very difficult.
And although Nikki did lose her hair, over time she did put it in perspective. She knew she had a lot more to lose if she didn't get through this treatment. Even her doctor started noticing a change.
I got to see her grow up a little bit. She really was young and fairly carefree, and she matured. And now when I see her, she's just this capable woman who knows what she wants from life, and went back to school, and she knows what she wants to do, and so it's been great to see that transformation.
Now at the end of this 3-year journey and just 3 weeks since she had reconstructive surgery, Nikki has a whole new lease on life.
Oh, so close. I've made so many changes for the better, and going back to school, I volunteer more. It's just, your thought process and your outlook on life completely changes. My motto now is to just live on the edge completely.
Both Nikki and Matt admit that this whole experience, as scary as it was, actually helped them grow as a couple and a family.
That's a life-threatening thing, and you never know what's going to happen, and so I think it made us closer and stronger.
But as far as getting my life back to normal, it's definitely back.
And Nikki Pfeiffer proves when it comes to breast cancer, it is something you can fight and win.
And Nikki decided to go back to school to become a radiology technician to help other cancer patients. Nikki is the 2016 honorary chairwoman of Steppin Out in Pink at Gunderson Medical Foundation.
Thanks a lot, Martha. Good to see her doing so well. And Steppin Out in Pink has raised $3.8 million its first 10 years. This year, they're expecting about 6,000 people to take the 4.5-mile walk. Today, participants stopped by Gunderson Health System in La Crosse to pick up their pink shirts for this year's walk. The event kicks off at 9 a.m. Saturday morning on Gunderson's campus. You can sign up online at steppinoutinpink.org or register in person on Saturday morning.